Hi, love. Hello, and welcome to Co-Creative Healing Journey. My name is Greta. I'm a healer, and this is a card reading where we're bringing through spiritual guidance from Spirit. This one is going to be short and sweet, straight to the point, what the Spirit wants to share with you, and we'll take it from there. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I just think it's funny how it just came flying out. Let's see what Spirit wants to talk about. We have Eclipse in Pisces, free will, serve your higher purpose. Well now. All right, let's see where this is going to go. I was like, okay, let's see where this is going to go. And then I realized, oh, wait, I'm the one who's interpreting. And that's exactly the core of the message. You get to choose where you're going to go. This is your higher purpose. Love it. Loving this message. And it's talking about you as a co-creative partner. You are a co-creative partner in co-creative union with Spirit, meaning that at some level, we are in Pisces energy. So it's... Pisces rules the 12th house, so there's this level of subconscious energy, just general in Pisces, we're in subconscious energy, a lot of profundity, a lot of depth. And so there's a level at which you're not fully aware of your co-creative relationship with Spirit. You couldn't be, right? It's so huge, it's so complete. It's just beyond our level of comprehension as human beings, and that is fine. However, you do have a role in that. You have a role as a co-creative partner in determining a lot, and Spirit wants to talk to you about that. Okay, a lot of cards that came popping up. We've got Prince of Wands. Love this energy. Prince of Wands generally is I want. I want this. I want to go here. I want to go there. And then we have the Ten of Cups. Beautiful. Wow. Okay. So Prince of Wands is Aries energy. So it's very much this energy of moving forwards, making it happen. In astrology, it's cardinal energy. And it is about really following through on our preferences. I want it to be this. I want it to be that. I want to look like this. But this is a very specific, very special Prince of Wands. You see how there's a flower over his heart right here? That's a heart. That's an activated heart space. And for me, the Wands is heart energy. It is intentions. Our intentions dwell in our heart. And so this is a card that is putting the energies together. It's talking about how you don't have to be afraid of what you want, because who you are watching this, where you are in your energy at this time in your journey, you've done a lot of work on yourself. There's Phoenix energy in this Prince of Wands, and it is about coming out of the darkness behind him. And I don't know if you can see it. Let me show you. Ooh. There you go. Darkness. You've been through some dark times, and you also have had experiences where you followed through on what you wanted. You followed through on those preferences, and it didn't take you anywhere you wanted to go. Well, that is over, because now they're actually very key to you getting the Ten of Cups. And Ten of Cups for me is that ultimate happiness. It's the happily ever after card, but it's also very specifically happiness that we cannot have without intervention from other people or the universe. Nine of Cups, we can create it ourselves. It's self-satisfaction. But Ten of Cups, we need something outside of ourselves to make it happen. And so there's what you want, and you pursuing it, and you going for it. And then Spirit coming in with the ability to fulfill you in what you're going after. And that's the co-creative relationship. You go for what you want. You get fired up. You have done your work. You've been through a process. You've purified what you want, essentially, and really connected it to your heart. You're following through on intentions, being intentional. You can move forward with that. And then the universe will come through to make the tree of life, my dear. How perfect these illustrations are. It's kind of Spirit flexing its muscle, showing you that it can, if it can do this, it can do a lot. Because statistically, the odds of these cards coming up in this way are very low. They even have the same coloring. There's so many different levels at which Spirit is delivering this message, is delivering to you the message that if you go for what you want, then the universe will activate the different levels of life, the different levels of existence and reality to bring through satiety, fulfillment, ultimate fulfillment in this situation and in this case. So what's the rub here? Let's get 3 cards to illustrate what the issue could be, right? Why would you just not do this normally? Right? And that's the thing. If you could, you would. So what is it that makes you perceive or experience that you can't? You always have to acknowledge both. There's perception that you can, but maybe sometimes there could be something, right? So we have ascending the mountain, going forward. There is choosing your path. All is possible. Okay, I see it. I see it. Oh my God. And we've got voyage of the heart. Love flows through you and to you. And I'm going because I'm feeling your energy, and I'm feeling the energy of this. And again, I love the Spirit is bringing this in because it's to recognize that sometimes, we're not just these completely messed up egoic beings who can't follow through or take our place in the co-creative energy. With this ascending the mountain, sometimes you've been through a lot, and this is what this energy is. It feels like you've just been through a lot, and you've been ascending mountain after mountain after mountain, and whatever is ahead of you, it just feels like yet another mountain, yet another climb, and you have a lot behind you. So again, you brought yourself out of a lot of darkness, and it also means if you have a lot behind you, it means you have skills, you have abilities, you have capabilities, you know how to do the climb. But it's just there's tiredness here, and there's tear, like wear and tear. It's been wearing and tearing on you. And I feel especially your psyche and your thoughts and your emotions, it's been wearing and tearing on you to kind of have to keep moving yourself forward, having to keep motivating yourself, having to keep pushing, pulling yourself out of darkness and into more light, into more light, into more light. And it's not even necessarily, again, like it's you, you're just being so extra about it or something like that. It's not that at all. It's that it's hard in this world. It's hard in this world to keep choosing the light over and over and over again, which is, by the way, a sign of having a high frequency. You do it over and over again, right? That's the frequency. So you've been really raising your frequency, doing some beautiful work, Spirit is saying, and it feels heavy. It does feel heavy. Then we have choosing your path. All is possible. And actually, interestingly, I feel like you are suffering from a little bit of a luxury problem of having too many choices. When I saw this, I was like, limiting beliefs. And there is a limiting belief in the sense that you feel like it's too open. You can choose anything and everything. And there's also a kind of choice paralysis. You don't want to choose the wrong thing. You don't want to go down the wrong path. Because before, when you've gone down the wrong path, you had to reclimb, right? You had to go through the whole thing all over again. And it's part of it. It's like you're becoming choice averse from not wanting to deal with the consequences of making the wrong choice, which you've been doing a lot of. And dealing with the consequences of past poor choices, and not poor choices, but like non-productive choices, let me put it that way, and dealing with the consequences of it and clearing that up, doing so much work at that level over and over and over again that it's made you a little bit choice averse. You don't want to choose. And then we've got voyage of the heart. Love flows through you and to you. Yeah, you're just kind of new to the dynamics of the heart. You're kind of new to choosing what is important to you, what you love, what you value, intending that, putting your energy into your passion, into that deeper, truer will. You're just new to it, and you're still learning. You're still learning how to thrive on love energy, basically, and how to be guided by what you love. In a more practical sense, it's to be guided by what you love, but it is to thrive off and to live off love energy. You're still learning. You're just new. And there's a little bit of shell shock energy to it. Yeah, it just moved everything. You got destabilized, shifting into this more heart-centered way of living. Yes, okay, yes. Love flows through you into a lot of newness, a lot of change in situations and circumstances and relationships. A lot of stuff has happened. And I don't curse, so for some of you it would be a curse word. Ish happened, right? Yeah, exactly. So let's go deeper, my love. Keep this here for, I don't want to upset the whole thing. We've got confusion, 8 of Swords, exactly that. We have got the 6 of Wands, which in this deck is fire. It's forgiveness, sorry. And we have that heart lit up. Beautiful. Yeah. We have got the 10 of Swords with illusion, and we've got the 4 of Cups with desire. Okay. Beautifully summing up all the themes. Okay, so here's what it is. With the 8 of Swords, there is a conflict between your thoughts and the 6 of Wands, between the logic of the heart. So your heart is telling you one thing, you're shifting into that, and then it doesn't make sense with the logic of the brain, actually, rationality. What's rational, what's logical. Is it the higher or lower mind, spirit? Oh, higher mind. Okay, so your mind, your conception, how you conceive of yourself, how you conceive of life is getting confused with what your heart is telling you to do. There's an issue here. Some form of conflict that spirit wants to talk to you about. And it's a conflict that you're not seeing, because with this 10 of Swords, you are in kind of, overthinking mode. 8 of Swords also is a card of overthinking, of over complexifying things, making things less simple than they really are. And with this 10 of Swords, it's like you can just go out. You can just walk around, but this person is like, no. In order to walk around, I need an umbrella, and I need a hat, and I need and that's not the case. So there's an illusion also here, a lack of simplicity, because the simplest thing Spirit is saying is, what do you want? And that's why Spirit is giving you this advice. The desire is how you can cut through everything. You can cut through the overthinking, over complexifying things, because if you see here, both of these cards, there's darkness in the background, and darkness representing not knowing how things are going to work out, not understanding how things are fit together, what's happening, right? What is happening? What is supposed to happen? Where am I supposed to go? What am I supposed to do? There's the unknown in both situations and circumstances. Here, this is just someone who's paralyzed, trying to figure it out, and then there's someone who's saying, okay, I'll do what I want. I'll go with it. That's what doing what you want is in this instance. It's about rolling with it. It's about going with it. It's about moving with it. And then the voyage of the heart makes sense in the sense that if you make a move in love, if you pursue love, then love will flow to you. So if you're flowing through love and you pursue something, then love will also flow to you in response to what you have pursued. So in other words, you go first. There's a song when I was younger, it was like, when I move, you move, just like that. When I move, you move. And that's what Spirit's saying. But it's much more, when you move, I move. You go first. You go first. You go for what you want, and the universe will follow you. Spirit said, Spirit will back you up. You have universal backing in this. So, my love, next we've got a 4 of Wands. And this is... we have got the Maiden Passion. So we've got 4 of Wands completion, Knight of Cups passion. We have got the King of Swords with resurrection. And we've got Major Arcana number 7, the Chariot with Athena here. The transcendence of all of this. With the Four of Wands, there's really positive, very good energy. And this is another message here. Look, you're in a really good place with your energy with this Four of Wands. And whatever healing you've been in, whatever work you've been doing to move yourself out of this darkness, you have completed that work. And so you're in a much better place. And it's time now for you to grasp a hold of what you're passionate about. It's like it's time for you to have that work pay off, where you can be in relationship to what you really want to have, what you want to experience, what you're passionate about, what really drives you, what feeds you, what nourishes you. And especially you're going to need it as nourishment for that higher level of energy that you have realized. King of Swords, again, you really are done with the old. It's like the only issue you have and this confusion is you not knowing you're done. And if you think that you're still who you used to be and you still function how you used to function, of course, you're not going to feel up to what comes next. But the Chariot, you can completely overcome this. And this is really talking about the two horses. It's not a matter of not being tired or not being confused or not being overwhelmed. It's not a matter of that. It's about moving forward even though you are. Fearlessness is not never ever experiencing fear. It's about the ability to move forward despite fear. Yours and other people's, by the way. So there's a message here of overcoming it from a deep space within you. It's the only major arcana that came out. This is soul level energy. This is the true you, that in this situation, in this circumstance, in this teaching of you moving forward and pursuing what you want, there's the opportunity for so much more of your true being to rise up and come into presence. So, Spirit has a singular piece of advice for you. Really. Really. There, it's standing out too. Yeah, it was a one card. A singular piece of advice. What is it? Full moon completion. I love it. Take your time. Take your time. And you know why? Because either way, this is going to manifest. So with the completion card here, this is Spirit saying that you have completed your work. So where you are right now is in a time of transition. And so there's a season for things. And that's what the full moon is representing, the completion of a season. And it's the completion of the work that you've been through for you to start moving in this new way, for you to take a bigger part in your co-creative relationship with Spirit. And it's something that's going to happen regardless. So you don't have to push it. You don't have to force it. You don't have to be afraid of it either. It's almost coming together at the end as a confirmation reading of saying, Spirit saying, yes, you did this work. Yes, you have grown. Yes, you have evolved. And now there's a new way of moving through life that is calling to you with a deeper connection and co-creative relationship with Spirit. Oh, the candle just blew out. Wow. There's an energy, a fire complete. It has run its course. And so the manifestations linked to it will follow in their due time, when it is their season, when it is their time. Again, don't push, don't pull anything. Give yourself the grace of moving through this, of letting your light also build until the completion that you have within you follow through on in your life, and things are just gonna unfold from there. So that was the bit of advice. And then finally, we have a takeaway. I love it, right? And that's sometimes the confusion. Like, oh, I have to do all of this. Yeah, you're going to keep going forward when you're ready. When you've moved through it sufficiently, you're going to go like, of course I want to ascend that mountain. And the mountain that used to look so huge is going to look so small. When you move through it, when you're in the right place, you're going to choose your path. You're going to know and feel also so much more clearly what is true for you. You're going to choose your path in a way where you just couldn't stay away from it if you tried. And again, when you move through it, you're going to know exactly how to work with love energy, how to move through it, and also how to welcome it coming back to you. So that was your reading. Takeaway, we've got Grayson Perry. And this is the Art Oracles deck, and the card says, scratch at the surface until your fingers bleed. Meaning separates art from craft. Try something new the old-fashioned way. And I feel like it's especially the second one. Meaning separates art from craft. Absolutely. You know, anyone can make, for example, a vase. What makes his vase art is the meaning that he has attached to it and how it shows up. And this is very much talking about you adding, creating the meaning that you want to put on the experience that you've been through, where you've been, the work that you've done, this resurrection energy that you have here with the phoenix, but also here with the crone. You've been through all of that, you've grown, you've evolved. What does that mean? Does it mean to become someone who stands timidly at the sidelines, who's afraid to move forward in life? Or does it mean that you fill in the dots? Does it mean that? I'm not even going to say anymore. That is up to you. That is between you and spirit, between you and the unconditionally loving energy that guides you and that wants to co-create bigger, better, and truer with you. So that was the reading. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that it served you. I would love to hear how you received this reading, what it meant in your life, right? The meaning that you are attaching to it. I would love to read it if you feel like sharing. And if you would like to do more work with me, I do offer intuitive readings. I've also created amazing healing work, everything from small energy clearing that is very, very powerful to huge processes, year-long processes up to 16 months where you can co-create powerful healing, change, transformation with spirit, a whole array, a buffet of energy work. It's all on my website. If it speaks to you, you can check it out in the description box. Sending you lots of love, wishing you all the best, and I'll be seeing you around. And of course, my website is www.cocreativehealingjourney.com if that speaks to you. May you be blessed always and in always, and I'll be seeing you around. Bye, love.